Having all your seniors drive in all the runs on senior day and Ariel driving 2 home runs is about as Hollywood as it gets.
Yes, I think that's about as senior day-ish as it could possibly be. So just to see them all step up and lead the charge, it was important for us to get the series, and just to watch our elders be the one to get it done was awesome today.
Is that, I realize there's a lot that happens in practice that we don't always see, Missy, but is that the furthest home run you've seen hit here at center field? Because at least in home games, I can't immediately recall one.
It possibly could be. It was launched.
Were all the tears dry from Hannah being subbed out when Ariel hit her first homer?
No, I think we've had tears all day long. I think it just hasn't stopped. I think everybody's going to sleep really good tonight, but I think you can just see how important this group is, what they've done for our program. You could see how the impact that they've had on their teammates, us as coaches. I mean, we all do life together. We're with each other every single day. And so it's just a bittersweet moment. So excited to see what's next for them, but then so sad to see them leave.
Coach, Ariel talked earlier this week about how she wanted to be remembered as a hard worker. What do you remember about her and her entire Oregon career?
Just simply that. I mean, her word was disciplined, and it's just to a T. You know, I think about the summer before her junior year when she wanted more and came here every single day and hit and really got in the weight room and adjusted her diet and just really wanted something different and knew that she was going to have to put the work in. We laugh in the summertime in our middle cage. She hits every single day. And she, at the plate, will leave her shoes, her bat, her batting gloves, and she walks away. And we're like, you want to use the med room, Ariel? And no, she just leaves it there because she's going to be back the next day. That's why she leaves it there. And to see her do that before the summer of her junior year, and then to continue to do that, you know, through her last year, and then start to see other piles of her teammates in the summer do the same thing. They started leaving their things right next to hers. Just tells you the impact that she's had on our team, the discipline that she has, the dedication, the will to be great.
7 days ago, Hannah's in the hospital. She's got surgery coming up. Who knows how that's going to go. If somebody had told you then she's going to be in uniform today, able to take the field at least ceremonially, I mean, just how unlikely might that have felt, 7 days ago to be able to her to get to experience this moment?
Yeah, I just think about going out on the field and what I witnessed. And no, somebody would have told me that right in that instant, I would have been, thank you, but just wouldn't have expected it. But that's just her determination, and that's been Hannah her whole career here. Like, she's so locked in and focused, and when she wants something, she'll go and get it. She's so locked in with her schoolwork. She's locked in with her routine, with what she does, to get prepared. That's just Hannah. So really, I shouldn't be surprised because that's Hannah.
And can you expound on what she was talking about in terms of exactly what Kate did in that moment?
Yeah, and I think too, kind of a little more of her story to tell, but just really with the way everything happened, like she went down and Ariel told her to stay put. And it was important that she stayed put. And KP came out, and all of her training and everything that she has been preparing for an unfortunate situation like that to occur, her training kicked in. She stayed with her and made sure that she stayed still, handled all the procedures of the spine boarding and getting her to the hospital. So I think of Ariel and I think of KP and Tracy Oshiro, their trainer. The paramedics and everybody was involved. It was like clockwork, and that was a difference maker. It could have gone the other way.
When you train as everybody in coaching in any sport, in a contact sport, trains for and goes through those situations, you never dream it's going to happen.
I'm sorry.
But you never think, in the worst nightmare,
No.
you never think it's going to happen. What goes through your mind, because you've undoubtedly, of course, your coaching career probably encountered a training 20, 30, 40 times by now.
Yeah. No, it's just, you think of like a contact sport and things like that happen. And it's just, I think it's something that people are just a little more familiar with. And it's just, you don't see stuff like that. Thank you. You don't see stuff like that happen in softball. And what was really cool to see is that it did happen. And everybody just went to their training. Everybody went to what was, the next right thing to do. And their training took over. Arizona was tremendous. Their hospital was right down the street. It's just, thank goodness. Like, you hate for something like that to happen, but you're so thankful that that's where it happened. But you just saw everybody just get into what it is that they needed to do to help the situation, and that was the difference maker. And it started with Ariel. So.
You've seen it's always part of the expectation that seniors go out and they have their best seasons and the natural progression that is, and certainly Bunk and Tara did last year and Ariel's doing it. But Melyssa's having a career kind of year. What is it that it's going according to plan for so many, and what is it about Alyssa that's allowing that to happen?
I just think the same thing like Ariel. You get older, you get wiser. You just get wiser and understand how to go about your craft. You just go about it just a little different. And you are not afraid or fearful of it. You just know it's what you need to do. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you start to understand like what you need, and you go to it, and you go get it. As seniors, I think they just get to a point where it's like, I'm not going to worry about things. I'm going to go play. I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to walk off this field knowing that I emptied the tank. You could do everything right in sport and come out on the bad end. You could do everything right and still sometimes not come out on the end that you want to come out on. And so I think it's important for these guys to be able to empty the tank. And if they emptied the tank, then that's all that matters. If they gave everything they've got, that's all that matters.
Melyssa had a really good start yesterday, throwing the complete game, but teammates wasn't able to come through for her. She comes in with a runner in scoring position, gets that strikeout, has a great outing, 3 innings, 4 strikeouts. What do you like for her? Like, what does it mean for her to have that ability to bounce back the next day and have another really, really strong outing?
Yeah, she wanted to get it done, and she wanted to get it done for her seniors today. So she was ready to get after it and get back on the mound and continue with what she was doing. I love how Reggie started the game off for us. She did everything that we needed her to do. I knew today it was probably going to take more than one. Usually on Sundays, that just happens. It's just part of a 3-game series. And for Reggie to set the tone and get us through, she got us through 3 2/3, and then to pass the ball to Elise to come in and get it done, 3 innings pitch, and then for Morgan to come in and get that last out. Loved it.
Obviously, change coming at the conference level. Where's things going to stand with you and Oregon State going forward?
This is an important series to us, and I know it's an important series to them too. So I hate that we are not going to be in the same conference, but I look forward to us continuing our 3-game series. I will. That's what I'm expecting and hoping that's going to happen. I think once we all get our schedules and see what it looks like conference-wise, then we'll be able to get that scheduled. But no, this is a rivalry that you don't want to stop at all. This is a rivalry that should continue even if we're not in the same conference.
Timing-wise, do you think that's possible to still fit in the Big Ten schedule, Missy, because it's an odd number of teams, and that on the weekend that you have off, presumably, possibly, if it works out with their situation, that it could happen as late as an April weekend? It doesn't have to be a figuring it out in February kind of thing. You could do it.
Yeah, no. And what I think is great is that, what a great opportunity to do a midweek. If whoever we'll talk more about it, but to me what would be kind of cool is to be able to create some midweeks if a weekend didn't work out, where maybe the home team has 2 and the visitor has 1. So every year, both of us at least get 1 game at our stadium. So that's just my 2 cents. But that's what I'm hoping will happen. This is a rivalry that needs to continue, no question. You look at this weekend and how we started the first game, and then the second game they came back and threw punches, and then the third game we came back. So it's good.
Just had a quick question about Hannah, kind of that emotion that you were feeling, all of the players are feeling it. What steps have you guys taken as a group, collectively or individually, to kind of process that? Because there was a lot of emotion there. it was so close to going the other way and it didn't,
Yeah.
that there's that emotion to be dealt with?
No, we've been processing, and I think that we just try. I mean, I think we all just trust in our Lord and that He has His hands on her, and there's something specific for Hannah, and I think we just all trust in that. I think more than anything, I think that's what's helped us get through this, and then just seeing Hannah, like I said, the strength that she's provided. We're supposed to provide her strength, and she's just providing it to us. She's just unbelievable. So.
Are you able to say specifically what the injury was?
No, I'm not.